Hello, I'm Jennifer Sarangelo, President and CEO of National 4-H Council, the nonprofit partner to Cooperative Extension's 4-H program. Welcome to this virtual 4-H Legacy Awards. While we can't be together in person, we felt it was important to lift all of our spirits with the inspiring stories of 4-H youth and alumni. 4-H is America's largest youth development organization, serving kids in every county and parish in America. We're made possible by more than 100 land-grant universities, the Cooperative Extension System, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. For more than a century, 4-H has supported young people, growing the skills they need to be successful in life and career. We've been here, we're still here, and we'll continue to be here for America's kids. You'll meet 4 of these amazing young people during this program. We're also excited to honor 4-H partner Microsoft, the 2020 Corporate Leadership Award recipient. With so much uncertainty related to the coronavirus pandemic, we feel it's important to connect with you for several reasons. First, we want to thank the thousands of local 4-H volunteers and staff for all that you're doing to support young people and their families during this very difficult time. We'll be giving you a chance to support them with learning tools and resources. And we want to thank our 4-H donors that continue to support America's young people and their future. Finally, I'm also grateful for National 4-H Council's Board of Trustees who have provided steady leadership, wisdom, and guidance in this ever-changing environment. While the Legacy Awards has gone virtual, its impact on the 4-H community remains very real. In these challenging times, 4-H is an important resource for young people. So I'm pleased to announce the creation of the Forward Fund. This new fund will provide important hands-on educational resources for youth and families who may not have access online to schools or 4-H clubs and programs. To donate to the Forward Fund, please go to 4-h.org. You can also support the Forward Fund by texting the word CLOVER to 243725. Thank you for opening your heart to America's kids and giving what you can. I want to thank the many supporters of this year's Legacy Awards. You've been proactive, reaching out to us over the last few weeks to ensure we can fulfill our important mission now and in the coming months. All of us in 4-H want to thank Nationwide for their generous support of the Legacy Awards. We'd also like to recognize Joanne and Pet Retail Brands for their specialty sponsorships. Now, I'd like to introduce a great friend of 4-H who joins us from her home with a special greeting. A big welcome to celebrity chef, Tennessee 4-H alum, and an all-around awesome person, Carla Hall.
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you for including me in this special broadcast. It's so good to be with you, as well as all of y'all watching. I had planned to have a great time and very delicious food with you in person for the Legacy Awards as the MC. But those plans changed as everything started happening with the coronavirus. I hope that everyone is staying safe. Now, as you know, Jennifer, 4-H is near and dear to me. As a 4-H alum from Tennessee, it is such an honor for me to support today's 4-H. I'm also happy to be joined with so many alumni out there from across the country who are giving back to an organization that honestly gave so much to us at a young age. I love 4-H. My 4-H experience taught me to appreciate how I express boundless creativity as an individual as well as with the team. I want to share that my heart goes out to 4-Hers and their families who are struggling at this time. My hope is that people watching will open their hearts and support 4-H as they help families and young people in need all over the country. A huge thanks to you, Jennifer, and the 4-H team for your leadership and for your compassion. Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. You've always been one of our most loyal alumni champions. Thank you for joining us. This year's recipient of our Corporate Leadership Award is Microsoft for the company's work in empowering 4-H teens to tackle the digital divide, bringing internet access and opportunity to young people, families, seniors, and communities. And this work is now more important than ever. It's my honor to introduce and congratulate Vice President for Strategic Initiatives at Microsoft, Mary Snap.
Thank you, Jennifer, and greetings from Seattle. I'm Mary Snap, Vice President for Strategic Initiatives at Microsoft and a member of National 4-H Council's Board of Directors. On behalf of Microsoft, I am so honored to accept the 2020 Grow True Leaders Corporate Leadership Award. We at Microsoft are committed to connecting Americans in rural communities to broadband internet and investing in people, technology, and programs in local communities to foster economic opportunities and job creation. In this work, 4-H and Microsoft have come together to empower teens to create educational, social, and economic opportunities so that their communities participate in today's increasingly digital world. Together, we have created the 4-H Tech Changemakers program. It combines the power of teen leadership with technology and broadband access. Our goal is to help teens learn online tools and skills, and then teach those skills to their families and neighbors. We believe that these 4-H teens will help lead their communities forward in so many ways by using these new digital skills. Through the 4-H Tech Changemakers program, over 1,000 teens are at the forefront of creating change in almost 100 communities. In addition to leading digital skills trainings, they are starting a social dialogue and a local dialogue to ensure that no one is left behind because they lack digital tools. Thank you again to 4-H for all the work you are doing to make a difference in our communities, and thank you for your partnership with Microsoft. Closing the opportunity gap and increasing access to broadband in communities nationwide is a priority for Microsoft. And in times like these, being connected, staying connected to each other has never been more important. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary, and congratulations. We are grateful for your leadership and the impact of our collective work. Thanks to you and everyone at Microsoft for your leadership and support of 4-H. And now I'm excited to introduce you to the 2020 4-H Youth in Action Award winners, Micah, Joseph, Jenna, and Breanna. We'll begin with Micah's story.
My community is really supportive. If we need something, your neighbor's right there to help you out. And that's why I love San Antonio so much and Texas in general. I have a family of 8, so there's 6 kids and my parents. We're pretty close. We do a lot of 4-H things together. That's our family thing. Without my siblings, I definitely don't think I would be the person I am today. They definitely bring the best out of me. I was diagnosed with alopecia areata at 9.5 years old. Alopecia areata is an autoimmune disease where your body attacks your hair follicles and makes them fall out. I didn't know how to react to it, but the 4-H members and family around me, they were my #1 supporters through it. Someone I loved struggled with their mental health, so I wanted to take action to educate other people on mental health. So that's when I started the Navigating Your Thoughts project to fight mental health stigma and, most importantly, educate others on mental health. Being diagnosed with alopecia areata, I've gone through depression and anxiety and not really feeling like wanted and just not feeling myself. So I know what it feels like. Navigating Your Thoughts program is a 4-week program where we learn mental health, what is mental illness, we identify what is anxiety, depression, and also we talk about stigma. When I first talked to a group, I always ask, what is health to you? And they're always like, oh, exercising 60 minutes a day, eating all the groups in the My Plate. And when I bring up, well, health is also mental health too, the light bulb goes off. The Navigating Your Thoughts project is growing tremendously. I'm working with AgriLife Extension to incorporate into military 4-H clubs and school clubs. One major thing I've learned through this entire project and in my life is you just never know what a person's going through. So I think just being kind to them and watch what you say and how you word things. I definitely learned that.
What a powerful story. Congratulations, Micah, on being the Youth in Action Award winner in Healthy Living. And thank you to our friends, Tino and Martha Bernadette, for your support of Micah and her award. Up next, the Youth in Action Award winner in STEM from Utah 4-H, Joseph.
My dad had a stroke when he was 25, so I've always wanted to build something that could help him because I see some of the struggles that he has with his right hand. So I've always wanted to help with that. My first experience with 3D printing was at the county fair. I saw a maker trailer and it had some 3D printers inside, and I went to volunteer there because I thought it was so cool. And I met a boy without a hand, and my mentor offered to print him a hand using the 3D printers there. It was awesome to see his happiness and how his gears were turning, and it was really cool. After I saw that I could use 3D printing for helping others, I wanted to take that project on. I wanted to print prosthetic hands, and I owned one 3D printer, so I was testing the best way to print it. It was a challenge, and I was like, I need help. I went to my local 4-H. They helped me out so much. It was incredible, the power of what 4-H could do. I'm not a natural teacher, so it was really hard to get to the point where I felt confident teaching other people. I was like, hey, I'm just figuring out how everything works. Do you want to come over to my house and we can all do this together? And that's how I really assembled my team. All of my team members had input on how best to do something. Their input greatly helped our process. I'm trying to design a tenodesis, which is a hand exoskeleton. It's designed for stroke victims. I really want to design this for my dad. I hope that it's something that he can use in his everyday life. I know my dad's proud of me, and he's told me on many occasions, and he's helped me so much with my project, and I love him.
Congratulations, Joseph. Your passion for helping others with science is so inspiring. A special thanks to HughesNet for supporting Joseph and his STEM award. Our next 4-H Youth in Action Award winner is Jenna from Georgia.
The one thing I love most about farming is being able to be hands-on with doing what I do. I'm not afraid of soil, I'm not afraid of dirt, any of that. What we grow in the Village Community Garden consists of greens during the winter, things like okra, you have tomatoes, sweet potatoes, watermelon in the summertime. We like to do different experiments with our crops, trying anything new. The aeroponics tower system is a vertical way of farming that uses minerals and nutrients directly. We use these towers to teach the youth that farming isn't just a hoe and dirt and everything like that. You can actually farm without even getting your shoes dirty. When I give tours to different groups that may come to the garden, they are always enthused by it, like, can I do this? Can I grow that? And I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. All the food at the garden that we grow, we give it away. My mom, she'll load up in her car and we'll give it to any of the elderly in the community. It makes me feel wonderful because I actually see what I'm doing actually is playing its part. I see it happening before my eyes. I see people saying, oh, this helped me so much, and that's all I want to do is help people. Everything that I do with the garden requires me to move forward, learn different things. Even the community learn different things. It's requiring them to move forward into the technology part of farming. So even if it's the aeroponic towers or the raised beds, either way, it's still moving forward for everybody. 4-H has helped me a lot, honestly, because most of what I do is giving tours. Used to, I was very shy. I would not speak in front of people. I found it very terrifying. But now I'm like, okay, they're looking at me. Let's show them something new that they haven't seen before.
Jenna, you are the future of agriculture. Congratulations. Thank you, Bayer, for supporting Jenna and her award. Breanna from Kentucky 4-H is this year's Youth in Action Award winner for civic engagement. Let's hear her story.
Rural Kentucky doesn't have a lot of ways to express themselves, so you could potentially drive in 2 hours in any direction and might not find an art center or a gallery. Painting helps release all the pent-up stress going on in my personal life. When I first started taking classes at our extension center, the hot water heater went out and several other structural issues with the building was happening. So the landlord said, we need you out of here. We talked about what our next steps were going to be. And that is where I stood up and said, we have to have another art center, and as soon as possible. Some people were kind of opposed to it because they're like, what does a teenager know? So that was a little bit hard to overcome. But towards the end of dialogue, everybody was in agreement, and we need to move forward with this for not only us, but for our community. 4-H helped me have those communication skills, being able to talk to all these different people, as well as the organization skills through this. We started looking at all the different grant opportunities and the different buildings that were available in our town. The ribbon cutting ceremony at the Art Center was a very powerful day for me because we had been open beforehand and had a few classes, but that grand opening was where everybody from the community came and they actually got to see the Art Center for the first time. I had the honor of cutting the ribbon, and I thought that was very sweet of the different members of our executive board to allow me to have that honor. The Art Center is self-sustaining as of right now. Everything that we do at the Art Center, part of it goes back to the Art Center to help keep it flourishing. With painting, you can always go back over something and make it better, and that symbolizes what 4-H is.
Congratulations, Breanna. No one will ever underestimate your determination again. Weren't those videos fantastic? Thank you to Osborne Barr for producing the youth videos and showcasing the voices of 4-H's true leaders. This has been a unique Legacy Awards program, and we thank you for watching. As we end, I'd like to give you another opportunity to support 4-H by donating to the Forward Fund. We don't know what the coming weeks will bring. What we do know is this: Cooperative Extension's 4-H program is prepared to rally around America's kids. Working together, we will get through this, and our young people will thrive. Thank you. And now, our award winners will end our program with the 4-H pledge.
I pledge my head to clear thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, and my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world.